All right. Hey, what's going on, missioners? Okay, so why aren't you and your south node on the same page? Like let's say you're friends with your south node, whether it be the house or the house or the sign in itself. One of the things I've realized with your south node, not you and your south node being on the same page, it's either three things or probably more. One, you got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Two, you're not supposed to be working together. Three, there's a lesson behind it. And that does couple with number one, but a lesson doesn't mean, a lesson is just the summation of one, right? It's a more positive outlook. So one of the things I'm learning in my personal life, I was like, yo, why aren't me and this person working? And they're in Aquarius, right? And I'm like, yo, why aren't we on the same page where it's like, yo, we really want to help each other, like on some, yo, because you know, if I scratch yours, you scratch mine, and it's like on some, what are we doing, like, and it's not just when we ask, but we genuinely want to help each other. Like, yo, I know if I help you, you help me. It's never just if I help you, fuck you. You know? And it's a fascinating experience because there's like a discord, and I'm like, yo, and sometimes I don't even want to question why it's not working, because I believe it's for my highest good. And like I had a Leo read for me, and she was like, it's because she looks down on you. She doesn't really see you on eye level. And what's funny is I keep running into my south node where they think they're in a better position than me, where they think like this fairy tale, like pompous position. I'm like, ma'am. And like one of the reasons why they down my south node can't really play me, even in my certain financial situations, because I'm like, love, I got my needs met. Like, you tripping. I don't mean I have luxury, but shit, most people don't. You know, so it's one of the most fascinating ideologies of, like, when you're trying to build your south node and it's really not working. And it's like, and I've learned, when you're with your south node, they have to be very spiritually aware, because if they're not, they'll hold you back. I ain't even gonna cap. There's no other way to say that shit. They'll either hold you back or confuse you, because life, the energy that pulls you forward will pull you in another direction and remind you, yo, that's the wrong way. And life has a funny way of teaching me that, like, yo, that's the wrong way. And when I'm trying to build this south node, I said, why aren't we trying to figure out ways to make both of our lives easier, so I can help you, so you can help me. If you help me, I help you. And it's one of the weirdest things I've ever encountered in a relationship of, yo, why don't we have that, if I help you, you help me, and if you help me, I help you. And not on the, I gotta ask you, but you genuinely wanna help somebody. And they only support, and that's this, okay. So this is how you also know it's a trauma bond. They only support your dysfunction. If you're come on, man. If you're in a dysfunctional position, that's the only reason why they exist. But your true elevation, it's not something they want to help, they want to fund, they want to care, they want to build with, because it's like, especially when you have a mentality like mine, it's like, if you feed me, I'll feed you. I'm never gonna leave you hanging if you feed me. And unless you betray me unless you stick a knife in my chest or in my stomach while you're feeding me, that's the only reason why I'll say, yo, this what she's feeding me not worth it. What he's feeding me not worth it. You know? And I don't want to say there's jealousy. Damn, I don't want to say that either. I don't want to say there's jealousy, but like, one of the problems when you're dealing with your South Node that I'm recently discovering that I have to be a little bit honest about is there may be a contingency of jealousy, especially because South Nodes are usually opposites. When you're stepping into your purpose in the opposite way, you may sense a tingent or smidge of jealousy. And I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to feel about that, I would say. And you just have to like kind of do away with them, especially if you make certain decisions that's better than theirs. And meaning, here's what I mean. One thing I've learned about my Aquarius South Node or Saturn South Node is that Saturn has a huge, outside of its wanting to deal with reality, which is quite ironic, is they have a huge complex of faking it till you make it. And it's a huge understanding, like on some, yo, faking it, yo, not being real, being very inauthentic, being very what the hell is this shit called? Smoke screen. Or I would even make it more detailed, like the glass is pretty and the house is nasty. Or the outside of the house is pretty, the inside of the house is disgusting. You know? And that's one of the things I'm noticing about the Aquarius and the Saturn people. Like, they would have the most prettiest outside appearance, but when you get to know them, they're ugly people. And it's really like a fascinating ideology. Like, I know I'm mean at times, but I'm not an ugly person, and I kind of pride myself on that. I'm a pretty cool person. It's just I'm reserved and I'm in my business. And like Leo said when she said in a reading with me, I stay out the way. I don't be in no dumb shit, no none of that. I stay out the way. And that's it. It's really not a, oh, you know, fuck you, but I stay out the way. You know? Because if it's really not some shit that I give a fuck about, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna indulge myself. For what? You know? And one of the most interesting things about dealing with the South Node is there may be, especially when they're not competent, when they're not confident, when they're not disciplined, you can get jealousy. I wonder what that's what it is. Jealousy, hate, envy, a little bit of one or two of those things. And I think there's a difference between jealousy and envy. I forgot how this lady said it, but I think she said the biggest difference is one of the words, but the biggest difference is that one of them, you're not willing to put in the work, and you like side-eye them because they have something that's within you, but because you're not willing to put in the work, you I guess you envy them. But when you're jealous, I would guess, when you're jealous of somebody, it's like you think that they think they're better than you. And most of the times they are. It's just that you have like this man, fuck that nigga, because he's doing better than me because he actually did the work. But I think envy is more of y'all share a energy, y'all share a ideology, y'all share similar power. It's just that because they activated it and you didn't, it's like you kind of side-eye them. And this friend of mine, I guess when my Leo friend says she looks down on you, it's because she sees what I go through to get where I am, and she sees the reality. And like, one thing about me is that I don't fake the funk. I don't like say I'm better than people. Like, I don't braggadocious do. If anything in the world, I'm always sharing game. I'm always giving stuff. Like, for instance, young bull at my job, I think he was like 21, young bull. You heard me? I'm like 20. I'm 27. So he a young bull. You heard me? He's a young bull. And I told a young bull, yo, go to Indeed, go to urgently hiring, and start applying. And 2 weeks later, I said, you got a job? And he said, yeah, I got a job. I was like, ooh, paying way more than what he got. And I said, that's what I like to hear, bro. That's what I like to hear. Like, you know, black man getting that money, you heard me? And he was, and don't get it fucked up. Shit, that shit is more work than shit, motherfucker. Shit, that shit more work than over here. But shit, when you see that $1,000 to $1,500 check coming in, you like, you know what? Let me get my black ass up one more time. You know, feel me? So for me, like, it's fascinating how people say, oh, how people would even envy me because I'm the first to get a game away. That's the craziest part. Like, I never envy anybody, or there's no reason to envy me because I'm quick to get a game. I'm quick to say, yo, hit this, yo, put boop, 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 boop together. Now, I'm not gonna give you the whole shebang, wow, whoop, 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 but I'm gonna give you the game. You feel me? I'm gonna give you the game so you can at least move fucking forward. So you can walk out and say, whoa, I never thought of it that way before. I said, yeah, bro. You feel me? And I said, when I tell you, man, motherfuckers did that shit for me, man, no cap. You know, I'm a perspective shifter, where it's like, yo, I never thought of it that way before. You know? And no cap, but it's just like, I'm never a person to envy because I'm always giving the game away. And when people feel like, there's this one Sagittarius who said, yo, I thank you. He says, thank you a lot for the game I give, even in conversation, because I'm like, yo, hear this mudra, ooh, hear this mantra, ooh, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm quick to get a game. You heard me? I'm quick to, you know, put you on the wisdom. You heard me? Because like I told her, I'm just a sage doing his best, doing, trying to live his best life. No cap. So for me, I'm like, And I guess sometimes people don't want to work with you, I guess, because they know your potential, they know your power. They know you have the willingness and the power to outshine them, to outgrow them, and to really be better than them. And I'm learning that in my life. Sometimes people don't want to nurture you and help develop with you because they know you can do better than them. And that's real. They know you can do better. They know. Not they think, they know. So, yeah.